Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but a penny turn red. Can't let that shit glitter in my head, war gaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I am Shane, hanging out with Fox.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, dude.
We're just hanging out. It's nothing serious.
No, we're just friends.
We're just chilling.
And of course, we got Churchy.
In the void.
Today, we're going to be talking about Kill Team.
Yeah, you're asking me? Put it up. We put the dossier here.
The dossier is there. Before we talk about Kill Team, though,
Yeah.
we have minis.
We do have minis.
We have minis that are ours that are for sale.
Yeah.
If you are interested and you would like to purchase them, they are perfect for Parsecs, some would say.
Some would say the Parsecs duo is perfect for Parsecs.
They are available at Guff. Link in the description.
Guff.com.au.
Yes, check them out. And they're pretty bloody cool. We worked pretty hard to make these.
Oh, we work with our blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Absolute tears. No, they are made by Medbury Miniatures. They are incredible. It goes a long way because we would love to make, it's been our dream for 3 months at least. We have always talked about wanting to make a really cool miniature agnostic miniatures line.
Yeah, because there's so many games out there that are miniature agnostic nowadays. And it's like, sometimes you go, oh yeah, I could use that. But we just want to put our own twist on those kind of miniatures and just make them.
Free your minds. Don't think about, I'm buying Star Quest minis.
Yeah.
No, think about, I'm buying these cool minis.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be able to use them in XYZ.
Yeah.
And that's a goal. So any that you buy helps our dream.
Yes.
But also, if you want to help our dream, sign up to our Patreon. You know what else that we don't talk about enough is that you get free STLs, free files that you can print on your 3D printer if you join our Patreon.
Yes, you do.
Handcrafted, again, by someone else, just like these miniatures.
We don't do any of the work.
Yeah. Thank you, Don. Don in the Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, and everything that we do that is good, like our mini swap and our Parsecs campaign that we ran, the production of this podcast, like literally everything that is good. Yeah. We have no hands on. And I think that's why they're good.
That's exactly right. If we had hands on, not good.
Forget about it, huh?
Forget about it.
Huh? So, we're just talking about
Kill Team.
But
Kill Team Typhon.
Specifically, the lore of Kill Team Typhon. Because we kind of did an episode a couple weeks ago. Trying to do math in my head. A couple weeks ago.
At least 3 weeks ago.
Something like that. Where we said, Warhammer 40k lore is dumb.
Yep.
Which is an amazing title, by the way. It's an amazing title.
Good idea, dude.
Thanks, man.
I like how you messaged me at 11 o'clock at night and you're like, the day before it goes out, you're like, can I change it? And I'm just like, dude, like, fucking don't ask. Just do it.
What was the original title? There was something that was like...
it was like
a good, this is what it's actually about title.
Yeah. And you're like, nah, let's make rage bait.
So good. That's the type of thing about the type of thing I think about at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. It's like, hang on, I don't feel like we've pissed enough people
Yeah, it's
off.
like, how can we upset all of the 40k players?
It was a really fun episode. Please go check it out. We don't actually talk about 40k lore being dumb. We laugh at 40k lore being dumb, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of it. But this is the flip side of that coin where I actually wanted to give massive props to Games Workshop for the lore that they did in this dossier.
Okay.
Because in my head, right, I mean, I haven't been a big Warhammer 40k lore guy.
No.
In that I know of the lore.
Yeah, like consumed it like on like YouTube videos and like the odd bit here and there. But as far as the lore goes, especially for me, like my finger is so far off the pulse and way up there.
I was like, you're like my finger. Well, that's two, dude.
Well, when you check someone's pulse, you use two fingers.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. And then when you jam it
to check the temperature.
Yep. Temperature's good.
Yeah. So for all the people that unsubscribed just then, that's okay. We get it. We deserve that, actually.
Yeah.
And for all the people that did subscribe, because of that,
welcome. Hello there.
We will check your pulse
and your temperature.
Anyway, so we're gone. It's on.
Yes.
This has been the episode. This is actually what we wanted to call you here about. It's actually an intervention for Shane. Been checking a lot of temperatures lately, Shane. It's winter. You don't need to.
Everyone's cold.
Everyone's sick. So, yes, we have like a surface level understanding of the lore.
Yes.
And even the surface level of Warhammer 40k lore is amazing.
Yeah.
And it is incredible. And in terms of not even just judging it as a tabletop game, but actually as a universe as a whole, it has some of the best and deepest lore that exists.
Yeah, and that's been built over 40 years, though.
Exactly.
And there's hundreds of novels. There's, dozens and dozens and dozens of like codices and editions to build that lore, right?
Exactly.
Like, it hasn't happened overnight.
No.
That's why, like, every nook and cranny, every like whisper you can dive into, and there's paragraphs like going into like one brief exchange between two characters. Like,
yep.
You got to, like you said, you have to give them props when it comes to to that level.
Yeah, and this is a perfect representation of that, because I basically grabbed this dossier out of the box because we talked about the kill team as well.
Yep.
On a few episodes before we did the bad lore episode, and we just talked about how the box made sense to us.
Yes.
Because it had stuff that you like, stuff that I like, and I was kind of expecting to pick this up, kind of flick through and read like, this is what servitors are.
Yep.
And this is what happened with some Raveners here. And this is like the context of Typhon. I thought that was like where the thing was happening on Planet Typhon or something.
Is it?
No. Exactly. I actually haven't figured out what it means yet. So, yeah, I was like, okay, cool. That's what I expected. And so I sat down and I sort of just like read the first page because it was like, I assume this book is all just rules, basically.
Yeah.
2 pages of lore just to sell some miniatures.
Yeah.
And then rules. And so I sort of I sat down and I read, and I didn't blink.
Yeah.
I just read, I think it might be 10 or 16 pages of actual lore or something. And I just loved it.
Cool.
And so we are going to talk about what's in here, the actual lore itself. So that is a spoiler for anyone that's wanting to. So if you've already got this box, I think it's sold out. So if you've already got it, pause this, go read it, come back.
Yep.
If you don't have it,
Are you going to get it?
Yeah, are you actually going to get it? No, seriously. Are you actually going to get it?
Yeah.
I don't know which camera to look at, Churchy, because when I looked at this one, he swapped. All right, hang on. Go to the me camera. I need a moment with them. You don't need it, okay? If you're going to buy it, that's all right. Just think about it. That's all I'm going to say. Just think about it. Have a little think and come back to us. But if you're not going to buy it, which I wouldn't recommend. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. In fact, don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Just so we can tell you this without it being spoilers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was enamored because it really felt like they care about the lore. You know what? I'm gonna go so far as to say they care about the lore as much as they care about legally protecting their IP.
Wow. Okay, so they go after it with an iron fist.
Yeah.
They encourage their lore with an iron fist.
No, just say like, you know how willing they are to protect their IP.
Oh, they're also that willing to.
They also love their lore that much. They put that much effort into the lore, as well as they do their legal departments crushing small creators.
Crushing?
Did I say
obliterating? What?
Just checking the temperature, bro. So I thought this was fantastic, and it's something that we don't really talk about because no one really gives it the props, I think, and they probably do. No one that I know gives this the props is like being kind of a value you don't think about when you're buying 40k miniatures. And I am not saying they're not overpriced as heck. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying when I read the stuff in here, it made me look at the servitors that I had and was building so differently.
Sure.
They had there was just so much more depth to them now.
Yep.
I'm not building just like this little thing with a weird gun.
No, you're building like this particular one that's probably mentioned in the lore.
Yeah, and he exists with this gun because of the reasons that I've read in here, and it just gives like this real deep level that you don't get with other games.
No.
And I think that's something that's really cool. And I'm not saying it justifies the price.
Yeah.
I am saying that's something that I think you only get with 40k at the moment.
There's two sides of that coin though, right?
Oh,
because
definitely.
there is that, like you've said, but then there's also this stuff that exists in the lore, but it's physically impossible to represent on the table. Like, think about all the guard regiments, right?
Yeah.
You got Cadians and Krieg. Good luck trying to make something else.
Yeah.
Like, didn't
they used to have like a heap.
They did. Yeah,
Like
they
the
did.
Serbian
Okay.
ones.
There's catechins too, but like,
Sure, yeah.
there's like there's so many different ones, and then like it's like, oh man, and I get it. They can't make everything, right?
Right. Yeah.
But it's kind of like, and like then you're kind of just forced into one or the other.
Yeah, it's like their lore is far bigger than their miniature range allows.
Well,
for you to
and they
represent.
want to, right?
Yeah,
They could
yeah.
make everything,
Yeah.
but they don't,
Yeah.
right? We don't get into that. We know all that.
Yeah.
But it's like, the lore, like you said, they in a lifetime they couldn't make everything that exists in the lore.
Yeah.
It's that, fleshed out.
And it's so true because, like, as a fan of Kroot for so long, I'm like, there's so much you could do with Kroot.
Yeah.
And you just don't.
Yeah.
You just don't. And, like, you could make it an army and give it a book. And really, I don't know. I feel like you could just pay one guy an annual salary and be like, to source and figure out concept art for 12 different units.
Yeah.
Make rules for it. Organize some mates to play test it. And we'll give you 0.01% of all codex sales for the mercenary. Like, you could do something like, anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I totally get what you're saying. And you're right. So, anyways, don't worry about the lore of this. So,
No, I'm keen. Tell me about Planet Typhon.
yeah, okay. So, Planet Volcus is an imperial weapon world. Put that down. I actually haven't read that
Say
book. This
Volcus.
is something else. First of all, you can't read. We established that on the last episode. Go check that out. So, yeah, Volcus is like an imperial weapon world where its surface and all the hive cities are just like dominated by like big gun batteries,
Cool.
and they're basically manufacturers of like weapons, and what it's the largest. Was it the largest weapon world? Sorry, that might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And I don't want to get 40k lore wrong.
Come on.
That's another thing.
Tread carefully.
Yeah, tread lightly, fuckers. What's that up? Anyways. It's Jake and Amir. It's the worst time whenever I quote Jake and Amir because you guys haven't seen every single Jake and Amir.
Not every. I've seen most.
Oh, have you? That's good.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot now.
Oh, that's good. We need to do all 800 episodes, just us guys, over a weekend.
Yeah.
Instead of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's my version of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But also, it's so niche that no one else understands it. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so the largest of these hive cities is Hive Basilicus. And that has the great gun on it.
Sure.
This is the big boy gun. This is the capital city.
While looking at dumb lore, I saw a comment that someone had mentioned about there was a gun. It could even be this one.
Oh, wow.
And there's a bridge between the barrels, and it takes half an hour to walk.
That's it.
And then one guy in the comment was like, just think about fucking scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like imagine how big the shells would be. Anyway, that was one thing I thought of. But like,
It's funny you say that.
it's probably that gun.
Well, it's a monumental cannon so large it spans hive levels. Sure. Cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it has a bridge between it. But the scale of it is that old school 40k over the top.
Oh yeah. OTT.
OTT.
For show.
That was their specialty. And it was a really cool meme until they started to like take it seriously, and now they have to kind of like make it make sense.
Yeah.
And I think they did a fantastic job of that in this. So this big gun, this is the great gun of the capital city of a planet dedicated to
Making guns. Yeah.
right? This is like their trophy.
Yeah.
So every so often there's like a big ceremonial day of firing, they call it, where they basically just shoot off the gun.
Yeah.
And you just imagine like...
It moves the planet slightly out of orbit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
yeah.
that big.
Yeah. Facts. And, you know, you've got like everyone that exists, all the priests, everyone's
The
slapping...
who's who of the tech world.
And they're all slapping purity seals on themselves, like stickers. Like, who are those religious people that have the stickers? Is it Mormons? I don't want to actually misquote.
Well, hang on.
Yeah, I don't want to misquote.
Don't talk about
sorry.
the Mormons, okay?
Sorry, my bad. What's something that everyone hates? Scientology. Scientology, I'm pretty sure they have stickers. And
Gold stars.
now we're going missing.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is coming.
Yeah. I think I saw him out there earlier.
Oh, shit, he's onto us.
Can you do that thing that you did with Shia LaBeouf in like season 4, but with Tom Cruise?
You haven't got a green screen anymore.
Oh yeah, my bad. Little Tom Cruise, not little, big, the best person
Yeah,
ever.
he's big. He's like at least 6 foot.
At least. Anyway, so yeah, there's this big ceremonial day of firing. But on this one particular ceremonial day of firing, something went wrong.
Okay.
The great gun misfired. Its round never left. So you can imagine that amount of power for the great gun.
Yeah.
Something happens.
Yeah.
It cracks, whatever. And it was basically, it resulted in like a shockwave and movement and the literal, there's like sinkholes and cracks and foundations falling. And the whole, like all the districts below it are just cooked.
Wow.
Kind of cripples. I mean, I'm sure the gun's still fine.
Well.
But everything else underneath it kind of cooked.
Yeah.
And so, these massive sinkholes open up, revealing... hang on, is Churchy Googling Tom Cruise? Because I like where this is going. Anyway.
He's doing something. He's cooking. Let him cook.
So after this planet that, these hive cities are just built on layers upon layers of history.
Yeah.
Like we are talking in the last episode, how Welsh folklore is built on just decades of... what's it called when ad hoc? Anyway, I'm on another planet. It revealed once these sinkholes fell in, like ancient catacombs, tech shrines, and eventually something far more sinister.
Raveners.
Oh, come on, man. I'm getting that.
It's on the cover, dude.
No, they're on Planet Typhon. This is different.
Oh, sorry.
Did you even read the Dossier?
No, I didn't.
Just call it a book. Anyway, so basically, Magos Vervelad, I don't know these names. You know Magos, they're all Maguses? Magus?
Hang on, we're not going down that road.
Yeah, what did I say? Yeah, you're right. A high-ranking tech priest dispatches like some teams to go down and explore what's going on.
Yeah.
And what's in here is a really cool story of this Battlecade, Chi Sigma Septus.
I'm sorry, but the names are so dumb.
Yeah.
Like Typhon, really?
I don't know. Maybe. I was, when I was reading this, I understood everything that 40K fans are.
Yeah.
Because you say, and objectively, some of these names are dumb. But when I was reading it, I was like, I am part of Chi Sigma Septus. I am a Sigma. So anyway, they're basically what's cool is these battle. Is it Battlecades? Battlecades.
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 Yeah. These Battlecades are like servitors that have been. You know how servitors they serve. They have one purpose usually. Maybe some of them are like single role servitors. They have
like
one
a telephone.
Job. Yeah. It's like answer a telephone every time it rings.
Or be a telephone.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Be a telephone. Some of like the more renowned servitors probably have two roles.
Yeah.
But basically they reprogram them and be like, you are going to be killing roles.
Okay.
You are going to be gun people.
Wow. Okay.
You are going to become gun.
Yeah.
And they are like, I am become gun. And
Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of worlds.
Yeah.
And so their mission was to go, they all have very distinct purposes. They're not all guns. Some are like scanning tech, whatever.
They got like claws on them or like cutters and
drills
shit.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what is really cool? There are, when you're building them, you can choose to build these different like breacher servitors, like data servitors, etc. And they all have their own rules.
Yep.
But they all have their own little snippet of lore. It's like, these are breacher servitors, so they come with a little bzzz, and they shoot a hole in a thing.
Yep.
And they're the ones that go through first, and then there's a one that just like scans the data and sends that back to the leader. And just all. Oh no, he's come for us!
And look how tall he is.
Yeah, actually, that's not to scale. That's twice as big as Tom Cruise is. I'm Tom Cruise. Oh no. Yeah. Where's he going?
Well done, Churchy.
See you,
I
Tom.
like that.
Yeah, save that.
That was good.
Yeah, save that. That's an asset.
Yeah.
Save that one.
Like, put it in the asset folder.
Yeah, perfect. Along with, we have two assets. It's Shia LaBeouf and Tom
In a
Cruise.
spacesuit.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf in a spacesuit.
So yeah, it was too, was it?
Yeah. Wasn't he doing the...
No, he was doing but he wasn't in a spacesuit. Was he?
He might have been.
I think you put him in
At one point, I think I put him in.
Well, that's because we did longer episodes. You had more time back then. We had 1 hour episodes. You're like, well, put him in a spacesuit.
And it was because when the set was a space station thing, and you guys were in the space station, and I put him in a spacesuit outside.
Yeah, that's so good, man. That's so good.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I love that they've got all those different servitors because it's like
So
the
cool.
Raveners have all these different variants as well.
Yeah, it's so cool. And like when I was reading through it, I was like, they didn't just. I mean, their intention was probably like they gave it to the lore department. They said, we got these new models.
Yep, make it work.
Make it work.
Yeah,
and it's interesting. I mean, I don't know chicken and the egg. They might be like, we have this really cool part of the lore we want to expand on, so let's make some minis for that whilst the lore department writes the rules or whatever.
Yep.
Or it might be the other way around, where they're like, make it. But whoever is the lore department then just took it and ran with it, and it's incredible. So, and what's cool about you just learn about servitors, really, and the different types they have and the way that they interact with like their leaders in these battlecades and how they're used to like go find artifacts or whatever. And it was just really cool. One of the things that I liked most was they were almost like the Night's Watch if you've seen Game of Thrones, where it's like in Game of Thrones, if you're a criminal, you can just die.
Yep.
Or you can go serve on the Night's Watch. We might as well make some sort of use out of you.
True.
Go
Try
to the edge of
redeem
the
yourself
world.
or something.
Yeah. Go to the edge of the world and spend the rest of your life like staring into the snow, being like, nothing there yet. And that's essentially what they do with these servitors. It's like if you're a criminal or whatever, let's make some use. We'll lobotomize you.
Yeah.
You're basically dead. You don't know what's going on, but you do still exist. And they're like, I mean, what am I going to do? Say no?
Yeah.
You'll lobotomize me.
True. Yeah.
So it is cool that just like the expanded. Some of them are actually like that grown for like purpose.
Oh wow.
So it's like
Custom made.
Yeah. So they do probably 2 jobs.
Yeah.
There's actually a quote. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. There was this quote that was so eerie and so awesome, and it was like, "Don't be fooled. I've seen him in the dead hours on errands no one told him to do," and it reminded me of like ChatGPT. Where it's like you've got this, there'd be nothing creepier than a servitor that is specifically lobotomized and programmed to do one thing.
Yeah.
You see it doing something else. You're like, how much is still left in there then? What are you doing? I just thought that was so cool.
That's creepy.
And it just gave so much life to like these models that as I'm reading through this, I'm like building them and going, this one.
Yeah.
He was told to do this, but now he's doing this.
Yeah. Interesting.
So what's really cool is we actually haven't given away too many spoilers, which is great, but there's actually a complete story with named characters that it explores what it was like for them to go into one of these sinkholes, delve, and they're essentially delvers, which was another really cool thing. They're delving, they're looking for artifacts, they're trying to figure out why these other groups have reported movement and have gone missing. They discover it in all of its chaos and all of its glory. And some stuff happens to them and it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, here's an example of one battlecade and what happened to them and this. And the story of it is fantastic. So if you want to know more, jump in the Discord, I'll tell you. But it's really cool because it kind of shows you how your battlecade, like the type of scenarios that they'll be in. And it was in depth. It was like, they do this and this person scans this and that servitor moves up and does this and then this thing. It was a story within like, they kind of explain the wider lore and why these things are happening. And there's this really cool story that could have been a book.
Yeah.
Or like an action sequence or a climax of a book. And it's just
even like a visual comic or something like that would be kind of cool too.
I just saw it. I was like, this is so cool. The level of detail, the way they worded it was perfect. I just loved it. And I was like, I can see how this situation where you're in this hive world and somehow Raveners have snuck in there.
Yeah. Hey, dude, Raveners can lie dormant for ages.
Yeah.
Like ages.
And it was like, it's like chicken and egg. It was like, was this stuff happening underground, active and growing, or was it them coming down that kind of brought them back up to being like not dormant?
Yeah, could have been.
So
the gun misfiring kind of like woke them up or something. Maybe they were maybe like eons before they had a battle, and the Raveners sort of just lurked and waited centuries or
the Sigma Septus discovered suggests to me that this thing had been growing and bubbling underneath of this Imperium hive world, which is crazy to me. Like, I always knew that, you know, maybe if the Imperium went to a far off planet, they could get ganked by some Tyranids.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is on one of the biggest military manufacturing hive worlds.
In their backyard.
It's in their backyard, man. It happened. And like, yeah, anyways, it was really interesting. There's a part called, this is kind of a spoiler, but we already said we'd spoil it, called The Final Stand of Chi Sigma Septus.
Yeah.
And I'll read it. I'll read what I wrote because it was cool. So the leader and their servitors broke in to reach like a broken cathedral with Xena's corruption everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's like these little boiling sacks, and like they might run past one and it explodes and just like needles fly into them and just crack. But they're servitors, so they just keep going. They're like, little needle in my skull, not great, but can still do my things. And then like, so what the cool bits of the lore is like the tech priest will go in and reprogram them if needed based on what's happening. And so like, I think one was kind of like a bit cooked from like having a bunch of like massive spike needles thrown into it with noxious and the face was slowly melting and stuff. Trying to carry on. And they're like, I'm going to reprogram you because we're going to change what you do. And there's also like the medics, servitor medics are so cool again in here because they're not medics in your traditional sense.
They're like kind of like mechanics, right?
Yeah, exactly. Essentially.
They're
like, I'm not trying to get you to live. We don't care about you living. We care about you doing your job.
Yeah.
So if I can cut off, like if your arm is like acid or whatever, I'm just going to cut it off and put on a spike or something.
Just bolt on something else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I need to also keep you alive so you can use those things and be reprogrammable and stuff like that. So it kind of captures like, I thought the story was really cool because it kind of spoke to the, what would you call it? Like the ego of the Mechanicum.
Yeah.
And just like they've got like their rituals. It's kind of like a peaceful planet. They've got their,
peaceful planet with the largest gun in the world.
And they're just like going about their day thinking like nothing could touch us. We never need to check underneath. And then there's this whole thing happening down there that they only discover when their thing fails. So it's like, you think you're all that. But your gun failed. The biggest thing you've got on this planet, on your capital city, it failed. That's just pretty basic, to be honest.
Big old swinging gun.
Yeah, you've been swinging your gun around. Now, you couldn't get it swinging. Hey, there's no pill for that.
Failure to launch.
So anyways, there's also like a breakdown in there of like all the cool weapons and even just like, I don't know, there's been codexes in the past where I'm like, you read it and you're just like, yeah, but I know the name. You've told me the name, but what does it look like? And then sometimes they have pictures or sometimes they just show all the guns. And you're just like, which guns, this not only shows you exactly what the gun looks like, thank goodness, because I didn't know what I was building. But also just gives you like lore on it. And I was just like, I didn't even get to the Ravener part. Like you said, there's different.
I had a brief look through all the Ravener stuff. Like, there's like 6 different variants. There's the Prime, which acts as like a node for the hive mind to control the swarm or the spread to other like nearby Raveners. There's the Feltalon, which I think is really cool. They have like these toxins that come from its claws, and anyone that survives like an attack from them leaves like a trail, like a pathogen trail that the Feltalon can like track them. So they can find where they go. The Venom Spitter, adapted to basically just like spit venom.
I wouldn't have guessed.
It says on the tin. It's really good for like, it can spit quite far, and it's good for like like entrenched enemies and stuff like that, right? Like,
nice.
It leaves this toxic venomous ooze. The Wrecker, which is basically just a tank, like it's a wrecking ball, living wrecking ball. And the Tremor Scythe, which is kind of like a nasty bitey seismograph.
Oh, right.
So it can detect like movements and like energy consumption and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And then your stock standard warrior.
So do you know, like did you check it all when you're building a list? Like, I don't think you have to take just one of every. You probably can customize it a bit. You're not sure.
I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about making a list yet. I haven't even built the models. I've just been looking at them.
Yeah, it's cool. There's like what I was really what I enjoyed, because last time we sort of touched Kill Team, they'd sort of just changed over to being quite static list building.
Yeah.
Whereas this was like the options you could do was fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, you can have one of each of these, but then up to 3 of these, but then 2 of those can have this. I'm like, at least there's the flexibility. There's probably 10 or 15 different variants of this list I could make.
Yeah.
And whilst they all play pretty similar, how much of this gun you bring versus how much of this, I thought it was really cool.
Depending on like restrictions and stuff, like I'll probably build just what I think looks cool.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'd like to do like one of each.
Yeah.
Would be kind of the ideal.
Yeah.
You know?
That's kind of what I did. I was like, I want a bit of everything. I just want to see how it plays. Or
Yeah.
I'm more about, learning. If we're going to play this, I want to have the full breadth of it. I'm not trying to make the strongest list or whatever.
You're not going to go, I'm just going to take 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 plasma guns.
Yeah, although I did go, there's like a flamer that they have, and it was like, you can't bring more than 3 flamers, I think, in your list. And I was like,
I'll bring 3.
I was like, they must be strong. I'm going to bring 2 because I'm not sweaty, but if they're good, no, I don't want just 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Fair.
it was really cool. There's a heap that we didn't touch on, which actually it means if you do want to get this later on, there's a lot for you to discover in there. Which is cool that we just talked for 30 minutes about the lore.
You just talked for
Sorry, yeah.
I
Sorry.
just absorbed like
You're
a
a big
sponge.
sponge. Yeah. I'm going to call you SpongeBob Weird Pants.
I'm going to go inside and wring myself out after this.
Okay, well, whatever you do in your personal time is up to you. So go for it. You can bring Tom Cruise with you.
Nah, his hands aren't big enough.
Running the other way.
Look how small his hands are.
He flipped the image.
That's why we pay church.
Yeah.
That is why.
That's why I pay him the medium bucks. So good. But yeah, I also want to know, I was a little bit disappointed that I discovered this, and we talked about this on the Kill Team episode, where I bought Typhon being like, it's got everything you need to play.
Except for the rules.
Except for the rules. The rules of the freaking game.
Yeah, and like Hive Storm is like $350 or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Or more, I think. I don't know.
that. Maybe it's more.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like guff price.
Yeah, true. They're hooking us up.
Yeah.
But I did, this was almost a step. I was like, if we didn't have the podcast and I was just playing all these other like niche indie war games, I could see myself building this list and kind of keeping up with Kill Team.
Sure.
For the lore,
Yeah.
like the lore just gave me so much more appreciation for the models. So like I almost want to keep up with the lore.
Yeah.
And play the game for that reason, which is definitely a different perspective I've ever had on any Games Workshop properties, where I'm just like, game first, cool miniatures second, lore being really cool helps.
Yeah.
Whereas,
But
like,
lore doesn't even need to be cool, right? In some ways, you can have a game that's just got like a sentence for its lore,
yeah, for sure.
and you expand on the rest of it.
Yeah, and I like both. You
Yeah.
definitely, like, it's 2 different types of immersion. It's like the immersion where we give you enough so you understand the setting, so you tell your story.
Yeah.
And then there's immersion like, this is the exact universe
Yeah.
where we explain exactly what this hive world looks like, so you can imagine yourself in it.
Yeah. There's no thing like you don't have to
Yeah.
come up with anything. You just absorb it.
Yeah, this is more like a story
Yep.
that you read and put yourself into versus allowing you to tell your own story. So
Yep.
they're 2 different types of things. And I think I've always lent more to the, like, give me a sentence and let me do the rest. But I am definitely now appreciating the story that is the Warhammer universe.
Yeah.
Or at least anything that involves Adeptus Mechanicus,
Yeah.
because that's just cool.
Yeah. What you said earlier too, right? You said how much effort went into this.
Yeah.
You know what? So much effort went into this, and so few people are going to see it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Like
It's sad.
it is.
And the reason they don't see it is not because people aren't buying it. It's sold out.
it's sold out, and like, yeah, like what are you going to do? Like, they should,
yeah.
they should release lore like this online
1000%.
or stick it all together and make one big compendium or something like that.
Yeah,
Print on demand or something. I don't know, but like,
definitely. When something's out of date
yeah,
and they can't physically make money from it
yeah,
anymore.
like all the old Kill Team editions or whatever. Get all that lore, compile it all together,
Yeah, and like,
make it a book.
let me go. Kill Team Rules starts on page, let's have a look at this, 25. So there's 25 pages of lore.
Yeah.
imagine, it's almost like the Black Library.
Yeah.
It should be this stuff,
Yeah.
artifacts of lore, where it's like, hey, click Adeptus Mechanicus. Here's all the lore that are in old rule books. And, this is probably why they regurgitate a fair bit in the codexes. It's like, well, people just getting into the game now don't know about that old stuff.
So we can reuse that.
So we can reuse that.
Yeah.
And we liked that part, and we want people to know that part, so we can reuse that.
It's smart.
It makes sense. But also, well, how much of this gets lost to people like you and I that come in and out of this game and take our eyes in and off it, or new people? That would be so cool. Imagine there was a place you could go where it's like, here's all the stuff where the rule books, you can't use this anymore.
No.
So here's you can use this. This is current.
No, you can't. That's ours.
This one, it's sold out. You can't get it. But that's such a great idea, and that would add so much value. They can put it in their app.
Yeah.
That no one uses. Well, some people use. Yeah.
But just like, I don't know. Anyway,
that would be so cool.
That's a whole other thing.
It is. Yeah. That's a tangent.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy this tiny little snippet into this tiny little book of these 25 pages of lore that we barely talked about. As we do. It just kind of goes to show. And there are people that are deep in 40K stuff. We don't talk to them because they're not in our Discord.
No.
Maybe Ollie's our most 40K literate.
Yeah, I reckon.
And this is probably, well, even for you, Ollie, personally, of the one of the 500 people watching this, what is it that, like, how much of the 40K lore do you know? How important is that for you? But other people as well, if you're listening to this, how much of the 40K lore are you like, have you always been like, I'm just learning, where it's like, oh, the lore is, without it, I wouldn't play this game?
Yeah.
Or is it like, oh, I don't really, it's cool that it exists and I know some of it, but I don't really care? Let us know. I'm curious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, hope you enjoyed. Check out hobbyhomies.com for links to all of our cool stuff. Check out Guff for our mini that you can pick up if you so desire.
Yeah.
And we also have affiliate links for Wargame Vault.
That's right.
So if you want to buy any cool PDFs online, use our link. It doesn't cost you any extra, and we get a tiny little snippet.
Yeah.
Goes into our pocket to help us do all this.
Yeah, that's right. I think over the time of our entire Wargame Vault career, we've been able to buy some Pebble speakers.
Yeah.
So keep buying books. But if you're already going there to buy these cool other niche indie war games or whatever it may be, and you can remember to use our code.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Is it? Someone is amazing at dropping out. Is it Axe?
Axe, without a doubt. Every time something new comes out, he's like, here's a link to this new game with the homies code.
So good. I don't even know how to do that, and I'm an IT manager. So thank you, Axe. That's really appreciated.
He is
That's
a
super
legend.
awesome.
Yeah.
He's got his own podcast.
Yes, Bad Internet Friends.
You can go check that out. You can actually go to our Discord, go to the announcements tab and see previous and click on that.
Yep.
Or you can just Google Bad Internet Friends. I'm not sure if it's linked in the Nordic Weasel Discord. I don't know. So
Not sure.
best way to do it is to go find it through our channel.
Yeah.
Check that out. And we will see you next week. Hey, if you liked this episode and you're watching it early, or you want to watch it early,
Yeah.
well, for as little as $2 a month, you can get early access to videos like this.
Indeed, you can.
Sometimes Shane drops them like a million days in advance. Sometimes it's 3 hours in advance. But whatever it is, it's early access.
It's consistently inconsistent. You have the legendary MJ, Moose, Fatboy, Tom Art Stuff, Sunday Psyche. Real ones, that's you, Numa, and Gabriel B. The Goats, Burnsy, Financial, Hockers, Gridlock, Journeyman, Matty Matt, Matt.
Look at the OGs, Darren M, Souls, Are You Warrior, Churchy, Rad, Ollie, Penny, Don Juan, Don Pure, Blind, Jackson V, Mini Warmer, Analog Line, Tim Smith, Chris P, Jason L, Vumu, Matt Jackson, Dave Pigeon, Mike Elk, and Big Roach. Do you see? I don't even need to see the names to say the names.
You've got a rhythm, dude.
Yeah, please no one join that tier. I can't remember any more names.
How hard is it not to say Chris P. Bacon?
Oh, the hardest thing
Yeah.
that's ever existed, except for the hardest thing that's ever existed, except for me when I see Tom Cruise run across the screen. Dude,
What's the Mission Impossible theme?
yeah, dude.
It's Jaws.
It's the same. If you're a shark, Mission Impossible is eating a bunch of humans and surviving.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah. What is the Mission Impossible theme, Church? Do you know? Or can we even hum it? Oh,
Go
we
on,
can.
Churchy.
Yeah, go on, Churchy.
Have a go.
Isn't it something like doom 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 doom? I don't know. Something.
I thought that was Darude Sandstorm. Anyway, we'll see you next week.
Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll